Yes. Hello. Good job, guys. We'll take our 3 breaths up. Karen, I'm glad you were doing that. I was hitting the speaker part. Good. Go up. Good. And two. And up. Really good. Hi, guys. Up and down. And then bring your hands down and just make your spine feel so good. Like you're putting WD-40 on it. Round and up and round and up and round. Nice. Now what we'll do is drop a shoulder. You're going to add rotation. Drop a shoulder, add rotation. And exhale. And exhale. Okay, one more each. And we're going to roll the spine up all the way. Nice. And go fingers interlace. Lift up your spine and take a big back bend. Just a back bend. Inhale. And then exhale, lower down. Bring those little feet come in together. This time, both heels go up. You're doing a calf raise. You're going up and you're up. Now, when you do this, we'll fine tune it. The knees are soft. You're going to feel each toe has equal weight. You're making sure the pinky toe doesn't take all the weight. It's not a weight bearing, meant for all that weight bearing. And it's almost like you have a pomegranate between your heels, between your ankles. All right, let's take 3 more just to wake it up. 2. And inhale 1. Perfect. Now we're going to take a calf raise single. So you can grab something. I'm going to use my roller as an example. Put your foot off the floor. One foot is going up and down 10 times. When you do this, you can see my hips. They're hugging toward the midline. They're not kicking out. So you're going up, 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 and 7, and 8, and 9. Whoops. And 10. Now we're trying to do it on the other side. Let's do that. Up, lift up, heel, heel, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Slow and controlled. 8, 9, and then 10. Terrific. Now we are going to do one set of the basic squats. Your heels are heavy, and I'm going to turn, so don't worry. I'm going to show you how the booty goes way back. So you see how the knees line up, second toe. The tush goes way back. The arms are in front just to counteract that. Wait. Booty goes back. Good. All right. So it's also just a way to train your joints. Which way do you want them to flex? Your knee goes with your second toe. How your glutes feel. Let's do 3 more. Good. That's it. You got it. 2 and 1. Now I'm going to have us lift and spread our toes. So I'm taking off the socks, and we'll just do 1 balance for the glute medius. So this is 1 static balance. Then we're going to start with our arms. I do like to focus on the arms with this because in our automated society, arms don't get as much. So we are making sure though to have some lower body. 30 seconds here. Now if you want to change it up and you want to change how your arms are, you can do that. 2, 3. All right, take an inhale. Bring those hands down to your heart. Lower that foot. Samasthiti, balancing the mind, body, breath. Lift and spread your toes, and let's take up that other calf. You got it. Now up. Okay, you could do this, or you can take that arm behind. Oh, look how beautiful all these trees are this morning. Jawline parallel to the floor. Good, Rick. There you go. Okay, guys, get ready. The arms start making their way out. the palms come down. And then lower that foot. Very good. Let me do one more thing with us. Either use your socks or your Dynaband, okay? We're gonna lift up with the toes 5 times each. So you're gonna lift up your Dynaband or your sock and lower. Actually, what's really nice is to make sure you get it to at least your opposite hand. Lower. 3, and what this is an arch strengthener, but it's also a glute medius strengthener. 4, balance and arch strength. What more could you want? Now let that down and lift. Take it to your opposite foot. Lower. You can use a sock, you can use a washcloth. You could do this in a chair, you could do this anywhere. On a box with a box. One more. And you got it. So just keeping those arch muscles strong, those feet muscles strong. Lower that down, and now we're going to grab the Dynaband. And if you need a sip, grab a sip. We're gonna arm pull down. Coffee in the morning. So good. Okay, here we go with your arms. Pull down, exhale. Inhale, and exhale, and up. Now when you do this, it's really easy for the low back to get inwardly swayed excessively. So you're just gonna make sure the ribs are pulling you down, the ribs down for the abs, so the low back doesn't get excessively curved. Exhale. Okay, let's take 10 more. You're pulling. And terrific. Now we're going to take that band behind our back, so roughly at the scapula, at the shoulder blades. Now we're going to push out towards the corners of the room. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Good, you guys look great. 15, knees are soft, just kind of checking with your joints. And 17, see how your shoulders are down the back. 18, 19, good. 20, and release that. Really good. Let those shoulders have some blood flow. Little circles are a really good way to do that. And then we're going to take the band to the front. Now you're going to, the exhale, you're going to pull the band towards your chest. Your arms are long. Your palms are overhand. There you go, Jean. Yeah, flip your palms. There you go. Neck is long. 5, shoulders are down. 6, 7, 8, 9, 5 more, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Really good. Okay. Take your hands, step on the band 1 or 2 feet. Let's do elbows bending. Bending, and your shoulders are down the back. So anytime you want to, just shake it out. You should feel no tension in that neck. Check your knees, they're soft. Good. And with the band, I haven't done a hammer curl. Sometimes it's easier with the elastic tubing to have a supinated grip. Palm up. 5 more. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Now step out carefully. Take one hand behind you, one hand at the low back, and the low hand just stays still. The top hand's going to move up, up, up. 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, jaw is soft, 15, 16, 17, 18, back of the arm getting work, 19, 20, we're gonna switch it up, take this hand. Now this hand goes low. Press up, make any adjustments, like if you don't have enough tension, just grab more band. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, you got it. 17, jawline parallel to the floor. Wrist is, you cannot see it, but you can feel if it's straight. So you want to try to be in touch with how the wrist is in general, right? Now take your band, step on the band with one heel. I like to, if I'm using my right hand for these, I like to step on the band with my right heel. So just less skin to have that band rub across like an even line. So now you're going out. You could hold it either overhand, or if you're in the Dynaband, up is fine. Shoulders are down. Because you're working the shoulder, you're not working the neck. So this is not tight, this is toned. Notice how it's easy to torque the body or turn the body, but you don't want to lean away. You're going to try to stay here. 5 more. I like how nobody's going higher than shoulder. You're just going up. There's the work. And you want to slow it on the way down. It's going to try to pull you back, but you're going to control it. 2. We have 1 more. Now we're going to switch it. Okay, now I like same heel, same hand, basically. So left heel, left hand, up, 6, 7, 8, abs are working, 9, 10, and I like that controlled. That looks good, right? Good, Jean, you're standing tall. Do 1 more. Switch up that foot. If you need to sit, grab it. We're going to do frontal raise though. Switch up the foot, switch up the hand. I am going to take a sip. Okay, so the heel is forward. And this one, you could see how it's tempting to lean back, but you're going to stay upright. You can see how it's tempting to get in the neck. We're going to keep the focus here. If your elbows tend to hyperextend, you actually have to work to soften that elbow so it doesn't bend backwards, right? Look how the wrist is neutral too. See if you can do 5 more. You have a little more tone in your abs than you do in your back. Yeah, that's what I do too, Betty. It's like my hand here is going to help me tell me what's going on with my ribs in case my brain forgets to remember that. Left foot on. Okay, now this is forward. 2, neck is soft. 3, 4, good. Got some tone here as my shoulder blades down the back. $11, 12, 13. Really good, guys. Very good. All right, now we're going to take 1 external rotation here. I am going to emphasize it more when we go down to the floor, but for now, 1, 2, because the angle is better on the floor, but I'll show you in a moment. 4, if you look at your wrists, they're fairly flat. And these are external rotators, the muscles on the back of the shoulder that keep the shoulders from doing this. They help keep the external rotation of the humerus to counteract all the internal rotation we have during normal life. All right, let's do 6. And you see it's not huge, but it's meaningful. 3, 2, 1. All right, really good. We're gonna take a shoulder stretch, which is grab your hands wide, go behind you. Now, if you can't go behind you, you're gonna wanna take out more slack. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, on this next one, just find a really good place. Hold. 5. And 1. Good, and let that go. Really good. We're gonna lower this and hold on to our weights now. So if you want to put that down, we're gonna use it. So I've just got it down on my mat and we'll use it in a moment. Grab something that you can do a lateral raise with, anywhere between 3 and up to 8 pounds probably. Your feet are about shoulder width apart, and you're gonna go out. So it looks like this. This is the exhale. So yeah, you got it. Out. Good. Out. Out. Exhale. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Lower that down for a moment. We are going to use them again, but you can take an interlaced finger position, open up those shoulders. So it's going to look like this. Yes. 5. There you go. Yeah, keep them handy. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to take something smaller, anywhere from a 3 to an 8 pound. It's going to be an overhead press, or if the weight, you can still use the weight that you just used, but I guess what I mean is it's not a super heavy weight. This is overhead press. I'll show you a couple if you're not sure what weight to use. Yes, it's going to be an inhale to bend. You got it. And an exhale to press, and an inhale to bend, and an exhale to press. Up, up, and up. Good. And up. 7, 8, 9. Now, we would like to do 5 more, but if you need to rest, you can. Or maybe you could just rest and then join when you can. We're going to do 4 more. Good. Head is tempted to go forward, but you're not going to let it. 2 more. Good. Lower those weights down. Take an up and over stretch. This is like half moon, and if you want to add a little rotation, you can. 5. We're not stretching the muscles so much that it's going to be vulnerable to injury. You just want to touch some of that, release it, inhale, go to the other. We're going to go up and over. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect job. And now we're going to go to the bicep curl. So you may want a heavier weight. It's going to be a little motion like this. You might want a little bit more. It can be anyway, I'd say between 3 and 10. And it's okay if you just do more reps too. So what we'll do is slowly lift, and I'm going to show you from the side. It's tempting to kind of poke the shoulders forward, but I want you to let that be your focus, that your shoulder blades are down the back. If you scan your wrists, they're neutral, but it's okay if you want to do a hammer curl here too, just to mix it up. 6, if you had the band, you did the hammer curl earlier for the little more emphasis on the brachioradialis. Your exhale is pulling. 8. Your inhale is lowering. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, Now, we're going to take 5 more. So if you feel like, okay, I had a heavy weight, I don't need to do 5 more, I'm feeling fatigued at the final reps, then don't. Otherwise, let's do 3 more. You guys look good. 3. Good. And you're going to make sure you're not leaning back, that your torso is stable. Let's do 2 more here. So let's make 2. Let's do 1 more. Exhale, 1. Perfect. Lower that down. Grab a sip if you need to. And you're also going to take an interlaced finger position. At the low back. 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to do a little qigong. So a little sway. Your arms are like loose sleeves in the wind on a laundry line. And now this is 1, and then we're going to add a possible elbow bend. And you're actually kind of thumping. It's okay to thump. Getting the chi flow. 4, 3, 2. Gorgeous. Good. This is something you can do just anytime during the day, kind of like shake it off. If you've ever played sports and somebody says shake it off. All right, so come back to basically anywhere from 3 to 8. And your palms are now facing your thighs. And now we're going to go forward like a mummy arm and then forward. So you're going to be alternating, but you're going to keep your torso stable. Scan your wrist. And it's straight, right? And you're not going higher than shoulder height. You're only going up to that height if you need to, a little lower. Torso stable, controlled. So still working shoulders. Good. Exhale as you lift, like that. Body maintaining upright. Good. Exhale. 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to lower that down. And again, take that Tai Chi or Qigong move. Sway 1 time with the arms fairly long. And then as you are ready, if you would like, you can add a little elbow bend. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now we're going to take 2 weights. And it's probably going to be a 3, a 3, a 4, a 4, a 5, a 5, maybe a 6 and 6. But basically somewhere probably between 3 and 6, 1 in each hand. If you don't have that option, just take 1 weight that's heavier. And let's just say it's like between 6 and 10. If you have 1 weight, it's behind you and both hands are helping. You're going to push up and rib tuck and inhale. And up, up. Good. Neck is soft. Good. And you're it's tempting to poke the head forward, so you're going to just double check that you can keep, yeah, there you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that down. Really good. Take it down. And I'm going to move the entire screen, so if you want to join me, you can. If you need to move yours. Okay, I'm plugging it in so that we're seated. All right, when we're seated, you're going to put your booty down. You're going to put your band around your feet. I thought I had 1 more band. We're going to do 1 band here around. Okay, sit up tall. I like to cross the band here and then bend your elbows. Sit up tall and bend your elbows. Good. And exhale. Good. Karen, keep going. I'll keep going. I just want to tilt this. It looks like it's some reason it's tilted down. I have it on top of my that's not really even. Keep going. Oh, I know what. That's just not even. Okay, let's do it. And roughly 20. These are big muscle groups, but you've got the band around your heel arch and you're bending. And a supinated grip is fun, or you can do a hammer grip. And notice you're practicing your ear in line with your shoulder, in line with your middle rib, and you're pulling. And exhale. And exhale. All right. This is one where you can use 2 bands if you want as well. Take 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're already here, so we're going to take our elbows and glue them by your side. And I like to just sort of put the band so that your palms are up, your elbows are glued. I'll turn so you can see what I mean here. External rotation. We did these standing, but now I've got this a little bit cleaner vector for this to curve out. Your elbows stay glued, your chest stays open, your shoulders are down the back. Good, Michelle, that looks great. Resist the return. 5, good. 4, good, Jean. 2, and the block underneath your booty is just fine. You can switch your hands over, hand grip, and look how it looked like a V, upside down V. Pull. It's almost like I'm trying to just barely hover above the floor with a tall spine, with my arms just wide enough so that I'm not running into the floor. Lift tall. So the rear deltoid, that vessel that also helps with the shoulder placement. It's lats, there's triceps. Try to resist the return. So it's like I'm taking a picture back here and I resist. Pull, take a picture, and resist. 5, rear shoulders. 4, this is where the work is really good for us. And 1. Now, just take a moment to get some blood flow. We're going to do a little bit of an X pattern. This is kind of like when you walk or cross-country ski. You have this natural posterior oblique sling that runs across diagonally on the back body, but also on the front body, which we're going to do in a moment. Back body, front body. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take a little roll. 5, 4, good. 3, 2, and then 1 more before we change it up, guys. Go out. 1, 2, rear shoulders. 3, 4, good, Jean. 5, jaws parallel to the floor. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Now I'm going to turn. You're going to still have that band. Roll down. Flip your palms. Now can you see how I'm going to ab crunch? And we're going to bend our elbows. Now, so there's a few things you notice, right? Biceps and abs. But if you lift your arms a little bit, it's a little harder. So that's how you can manipulate the intensity. Just make sure you don't lift your shoulder blades. It's just the arms, the humerus. All right, now you could also manipulate it. See, when I go lower, it's harder. So I want you to find something that works. 10, 9, 8, 7, good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently come up. Nice job. I am going to get rid of this. If you need a sit, let me tell you what we're doing. Michelle, you know these. We're going to take some flies, and it's going to be on our back. I'm just going to grab a sit though. Keep my vocal cords lubricated. And then you can grab a sit too, of course. Your weights could be anywhere from 3 to 10, 3 to 15, even if you're feeling you want a heavier weight. The feet on the floor helps you keep your ribs down. The arms, it's almost like you're hugging a tree in front of your chest. Now notice when I go down, I'm not letting my hands touch the floor. I don't want to hyperextend any joints here. You're going to open and close, open and close, and inhale and exhale. You got it. And 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4, 3. All right, 2. Now we're going to lower that down for just a moment. You could take a full body stretch, arms overhead, legs long. 5, 4, and 3. Now if you want, shimmy through one leg and then the other, so it's like you're climbing a ladder. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1, and then let those little feet down again. This is going to be a chest press, so it's going to look like this. So you might have a little heavier weight. I'm just going to use the same one because it's here, but take 20 here. So you're going to press up. Your weights can touch in the middle. You inhale, bend. You exhale, press. So imagine you're doing a push up, but with the weights. Exhale, 3. Exhale, 4. Good. And when you do this, the feet on the floor is going to help you keep the ribs down. So just double check you're not arching your back off the floor more than usual, more than it's neutral. All right, let's take 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Good. Inhale and exhale. 4. Neck is soft. 3, 2, 1. Really good. Getting rid of that. And I want you to turn over and see if you can find your roller, your foam roller. That's going to be a little better, but if you don't have it, just use the floor. But the foam roller is a little better. A sock. Okay. Now, elbows press. Go up. Good. And inhale. Good. I like it. Okay, so far so good. Now I'm going to cue, but you just keep going. Belly down, like it's lifting away from a piece of ice. Arms press. Shoulder blades down. Neck soft. Up and down. And up and down. Now we're going to hold. So find one that feels like a good height. 10. That looks good, Rick. 9. Good. Jean. 8. 7. Good. 6. You notice that breath just kind of lifts you up and down, a little bit. 2. Lower. We're going to add on. So stay there with the roller, but just inhale and lift and hold this time. Now either stay there or go hand to thigh. Now that means only one arm is really pushing you up, right? Hand to thigh, hand to thigh, hand to thigh. All right, 4 more, but just nice and controlled. 4, 3, 2, 1. Both arms on and lift. Looks good, Betty. 2. Inhale. And exhale, lower. Now, child's pose to release your spine, your lumbar spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to do the opposite side of our body. It's going to be plank. So you're going to put the plank at your shins. So I'm going to move the roller on this side. You can do that or move your whole body, whatever makes sense to your position. You're going to put your shins on their toes towards each other, okay? Now your elbows are down, and I want you to bend your knees, and it's almost like you're an inchworm. Bend your knees. And bend. And bend. And bend. And bend. Good. And good. All right, take 4, You're also rolling out your shins. 3, 2, and rest for a moment. The next one we do is going to be like obliques. So it's going to be knees to the left elbow, knees to the right elbow, planks in between. So go to your elbows, extend your knees, take your knees to your left elbow, and then go to plank. Now take your knees to your right elbow and go to plank. And then I want you to notice, I know it's abdominals and I know it's arms, but I like the way that it rolls out my peroneals, the shins. So I've got some more freedom in my lower legs, my ankles. So notice how it's rolling those muscles out too. Especially if you have a firmer roller like a black one. So you're getting some mobility in those lower muscles. One more each side. Rest. Adjust anything you need. If you need a sip, let's do. We are going to take a pike next with long knees. Good, you guys. You guys are doing good at like the 6 to 8 ounce goal. It makes it easier just to integrate the water in the class, doesn't it? Now go to elbows. I like to toe in on these. Lift up your hips and extend. Now it's okay to have to adjust. Good, Michelle, that was great. Up, so you can tell how that's gotten stronger. Lift up, and it's basically a really long knee position here. Up and up. 4, 3, 2, recover. And then what we're going to do, child's pose here. You're going to do a pike to a corner to corner. It's going to be a hip up to the corner and then plank and hip up to the other corner. So it's pike corner to corner, kind of oblique here. Elbows down. See how we're working that anterior oblique sling here. Inhale. Now lift your hips more to the left corner. Now go plank. Lift your hips more to the right corner. And up. And you have to adjust every now and then. That's okay. Now notice it's rolling out your shins as well. Push really strong with your arms. And go 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and recover. Good job. All right, I'm gonna have us change it up all together. For the challenge, place the roller down at one end. This end, double up if you're like me and you want more cushion under that forearm. Go and to a side plank. Now go up. If you would like, just stay here, or if you would like to add on, you're going to add 10 little hip lifts here. 10, 9, 8, 7, good. 6, you got it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now the hip lowers. Now we go to the other side. Adjust what you need. My forearms like that extra matting. And now you're going to put your feet on. Okay, at first you're just going to go up. Now if you want to stay here, let me get in your view, you can, but if you would like to add on, I'm going to add on these 10 little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower your hip. Very good. Now, going to put the feet on the roller. This is for the back body. So what we're doing is getting all sides of the core here. The glute, the hamstring, the back. Okay, feet here. Now curl up and down. If you want it harder, point your toes towards the floor more. Good, and neck has some space underneath it. Curl up, and left, and up, 2, and stay up, and hold, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower down, hands to your feet, happy baby, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I want to offer that if you want to do another set of chest presses with your weights, you can, but if you want to do a set of push-ups, you can. So you have the choice. Michelle, like I know you like to do the chest presses, some of you like to do the push-ups. I want you to have a choice. And I want to offer one variation. So guys, if you want to put your feet on top of the roller, it's going to make you more slanted for the push-up. Like Rick, you do them on your toes. You choose. You can do them knees. Karen, you can do the box. You can do modified, you can do toes, or you can put the toes up or the shins up on there. So whatever you're doing, let's go to some good fatigue with good form. So you can bend your elbows and straighten. Inhale. It's the same cue, right? Bend the elbows and straighten. And Michelle, I love the feet up on the roller for those because it keeps my low back like super safe. It just feels nice to have the ribs pulled down easier. All right, let's take about 5 more, 4 more, 3 more, good, 2 more, and 1 more, and then rest, good. Nice job, guys. And I want to offer IT roll, so use your roller underneath one side of your leg, go out. And you're basically hip to knee, but not the knee. Now, what I want you to notice is you're basically doing a side plank here. If you touch these muscles, they're working. So think about your side plank that we did earlier, but now we're adding IT. You can roll forward, roll back, adjust. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's hit that other. Elbow down. I like these because they help the hip and they help the knee. If you've been feeling tight in the hip or the knee, this is a really good IT release. Is really good to help keep that band from being too tight over that hip or that knee. And go back and forth. And inhale and exhale. Rolling. And you notice how you're tempted to hold your breath in any tight areas, so just keep breathing. 10, 9, 8. This is so good for us. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and it's good side plank cue still. Now what we'll do is put our thighs on this. And I have a black mat and a black roller, so I'm just going to verbalize the cues, but your forearms are down, and go back and forth over the foam roller. So basically you're doing a plank here, and if you want more intensity, try bending your knees or bending and straightening. Okay? There's no real wrong way. And nothing should hurt, though. It'll feel like it's working, but not hurt. Okay? Another thing you do with knees long is toe out. Toe out. I almost got sagging in my low back, so don't do what I did and keep some ab tone there. Okay? Now toe in, like your pigeon toe. Toe in. Knees long. And just breathe. Are you breathing normally? Now deviate more on the left leg. and then deviate more on the right leg. And just do what you need. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then let's turn around. And let's take a hip opener. The figure 4 is a nice one. You see how my right ankle's on my left thigh, and then rolling out that hip. Greater trochanter to sacrum. Greater trochanter to sacrum. Greater trochanter to sacrum. And 10, 9, 8. Oh, you feel that hip. So good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and on the 1, let's take it to the other side. Ankle to thigh. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6. You can roll back, you can roll forward, you can roll more on that hip. 5, 4, 3, and just keep that breathing. 2, and 1. Really good. You guys know how I like the lat one because of how important it is for the shoulders. So if you have any kind of shoulder tightness, and if you have any kind of low back tightness, if you are, you see I'm kind of bent knee, and I'm sort of pushing myself with my legs, then I'm letting the roller hit the back of my scapula, the back of my armpit, and you're gonna feel that. Go back, kind of rolling. Shoulder. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, other side. Okay, this is arm it. Here we go. Okay. Now, what does that side feel like compared to the other? You can usually tell right away. Rolling. Is there more tension near the shoulder blade attachments, that lateral border? Is it more near the armpit, where that lat twist and it's accessible? If you need it more intensity, by the way, lift up your bottom hip, but most people don't. Or is it like tricep there? There might be some there. Shoulder. And then, are you breathing? Let's see if we're breathing. Good. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I know that feels so much better. We're going to do the upper back, so you're not going to have to move that much. Just sort of put your upper back. Let's see how you lift your hip. And now your hands could be like a little support. Now the glutes are off the ground, so it's kind of like a bridge, but you're moving forward and back. Now there's back bending you can do, kind of like you're doing a little extension here. There's flexion. There's just kind of moving more left side. And there's moving more right side. And just sort of move around, see what you feel. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really good. And now I see all of you have your long roller today, so I'm going to offer the assist where you lie head on one end, booty on the other. If you need a sip though, grab it. And the head's on one end, the booty's on the other. What you can also do is open up the knees like bound ankle, feet soles together. Now look how the chest and shoulders are getting this really good opening. But if it is too hard for you to put your arms up like a field goal post, you could put them beside you. And if you move a little left or right, you get a little massage on your sacrum or your scapula or your back of your skull. And then just take a moment to rest. We have released a lot of tensions in the body, and we have strengthened a lot, and we have released a lot. So now what the body can sometimes do by accident is it can hold on to old pain patterns even when you've massaged them out or stretched them out or foam rollered them out. So what I want you to do now is just let your body relax as much as it can. And notice that some old patterns that we have released don't need to be there anymore. You have to subconsciously reprogram those areas of the body that have been in let's just say poor posture or inappropriate alignment, and you're letting them go back into what was more original alignment. And from the womb at the beginning, before injuries, before falls, before habits, just notice that expansive chest. The hands are open. Notice your belly expands. Notice your inner thighs release. And just rest in those quiet spaces. I'm going to set an intention for the day to be a friendly witness to the self, and if any old pain patterns or gait patterns come in that aren't actually accurate since we've released our body and strengthened it, that you'll recalibrate to the current state of relaxation, that nice balance of tension and relaxation in the body, tone and relaxation. As you're ready, gently wake the fingers and toes and come back up to a seated position. We're going to lift up through your spine, let your hands come over the heart. Take a moment. And notice how your body's free. And that's going to be our gentle intention, is to notice that sense of relaxation with appropriate tone, how there's a harmony, that you're not contracting anything more than you need to. That you're walking freely. You can think of an animal in the wild, how it walks freely with really healthy fascia, springy fascia. You can see yourself walking with that ease and flow, ease and flow, ease and flow. So just take a moment to set that tone, and whenever you're ready, let your eyes open and come back into the room. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. Good job. Good job, guys. Good job. See you tomorrow. Bye. Thank you.